Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Christmas week. This is so exciting. So exciting. And I forgot to say this yesterday, we will be having 4 videos this week. There will not be a video on Christmas Day. But I think we'll make up for it. Thursday's going to be a double header, so just wait and see. But all of these this week this is such a great topic, right? Mary really set us up well of answering the call, even though we may not feel qualified or we're not prepared. God will equip us. So I turn to 1 Samuel chapter 16, the calling of the greatest of the kings of United Israel. I don't think there's really any dispute that. And this is King David's call story. And we'll get to more of David in a second, in particular. But this call story, right? Samuel's still actually upset about old Saul there, who's been brutally killed in the field of battle. Anyway, another video for another time. I think we've talked about that. Anyway. But yes, we have this call story, and Samuel, you know it. He's out to the sons of Jesse, and they call the oldest sons to, okay, Samuel's here to anoint someone as king. Here come the best. Here come the brightest, the strongest, the best, the oldest. This is the cream of the crop, sons. Samuel's like, nope, not here. All right, bring the next son, and he keeps going. Right, you go through all the sons, and at this point, all the sons but one are gathered. And Samuel says, Jesse, hey, these all your sons? I mean, you got a lot of sons. Great boys, by the way. But the one I'm supposed to hear to anoint, that God has discerned and guided me to call as next king of Israel, he's not here. Where is he? And you almost get the sense, right? You get the sense. This is verse 11 now. Are all your sons here? And Jesse says, there remains yet the youngest, but he is keeping the sheep. Right? It's like, there's David. Yeah. He's out with the sheep because we couldn't trust him with anything else. We love him, though. And, yeah. He's brought, and David is the chosen one, right? Now, we don't hear from David. I mean, he plays the lyre and all this stuff later, but it's already setting up. God likes underdogs in Scripture, and it's setting up that he was the last choice, the bottom resume in the stack, right? He was the one that his own father didn't even think would be a good king, right? Ouch! Thanks, Dad. And so God's able to see the potential people beyond what we can. And God's able to equip people beyond, where they are now. Thank God we can learn and grow and achieve. Now, David. Does that mean David went on to be perfect king? No. And yet he was probably the best. Interestingly enough. It's the reason that God establishes the Davidic covenant. The line of David will produce the Messiah someday, right? David makes plenty of mistakes. The Bathsheba debacle where he breaks all 10 commandments. All 10 of the 10 commandments in one day. Wow, that's hard to do. He has some moments where he should be on the battlefield and it's not. Not moments of courageousness. It has moments where he's not a good leader. And yet, through the stories of David and his ups and downs, he's able to learn. He's able to become a better king than he was before. He repents, seeks forgiveness, wants to be a better person. And so it's fine. I think David, the reason I wanted to include David this week, A, he's important in Scripture. B, God chose him and he ends up being the best king, but probably in spite of himself. David was not perfect at all, but God helped him become a better leader. God helped him grow on the job. And it ends up okay for Israel in the end. And actually, he also didn't do a very good job picking an heir either, but that eventually worked out. So like I said, far from perfect, but God was able to do great things through King David. And I think that could be true with us. We're going to have our ups and downs too. We're going to have our moments where we fall short and we make mistakes, and we need to ask for forgiveness. But it's important that we keep learning and growing and seeking new wisdom through God. And so, that call story of David, I think, did just stop. I want to make sure that's clear of Moses and Mary, all these people. It's not over and done right then. It's an experience with God, a journey with God throughout their entire life. And so, We go to one last Old Testament hero tomorrow.